with all the investigations into Trump, it goes way beyond the hush money payment to alleged porn stars and mistresses. The Manhattan DA suggests. The Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance Jr. had suggested on Monday that an investigation into the fake President Donald Trump ranges far beyond the hush money payments to alleged mistresses and porn stars prior to his 2016 election. As part of a continuing fight to obtain 8 years of Trump's personal and business tax records, Vance's prosecutors asserted in court documents Monday that their grand jury subpoena was issued at a time when the Trump Organization was at the center of allegations of possible criminal activity dating back to over 10 years ago. Trump's attorneys have long sought to squash the subpoena issued to the fake president's accounting firm Mazars USA, claiming that in part of the request was too broad for an inquiry largely focused on payments made to adult film actresses like Stormy Daniels, who was basically known by her real name Stephanie Clifford, and former Playboy model Karen McDougal, who both claimed that they had affairs with Trump before he was elected. I'm trying to think of how shallow. I was trying to think of how fucking low did they have to go to fuck that fat piece of shit. But in the new court filing, Vance's prosecutor said the argument by Trump's lawyers is based on a false premise that the grand jury's investigation is limited to so-called hush money payments. In light of these public reports of possibly extensive and protracted criminal conduct at the Trump Organization, there was nothing facially improper or even particularly unusual about the Mazars subpoena, which was issued in connection with the complex financial investigation the prosecutors had wrote. The battle for Trump's tax returns and financial records has raged on since the Supreme Court ruled last month that the fake president lacks immunity from any criminal investigation, paving the way for Vance to resume an effort to obtain these documents. But Trump's claims of absolute immunity faced skepticism from many of the justices during oral arguments in May, with Chief Justice John Roberts noting that the court had previously allowed the former President Bill Clinton to be sued by a former employee. Jay Sekulow, Trump's attorney, argued that allowing the Manhattan prosecutor to obtain the fake president's financial records would empower some 2,300 local district attorneys in the country, most of whom were elected to target sitting presidents for political purposes. But Kerry Dunn, general counsel for the Manhattan DA's office, rejected that argument, noting that the subject of the investigation, Trump Organization, is based in New York, not Washington, D.C. Sekulow did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Monday, but since the Supreme Court decision, the fight has moved to a New York federal district court, where the fake president filed new papers claiming that the request was issued in a bad faith. It wasn't. But yeah, so this goes far beyond any hush money payments and everything, so there's more to it than that. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, Ryan Van Wyk, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out, and thanks for listening.